Hi everybody, it's Judgy Cow. We've got two more great stories from Reddit AITA. But before we jump into those, I'd like to thank you for coming back, and I'd also like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, share with some of my videos with your friends, just so we can get that engagement up and help the channel. Story one for today is AITA for telling my girlfriend her home decor is the reason I won't host a work gathering at her place. I, 32 male, have been with my girlfriend, 29 female, for over a year now. She's smart, funny, and a bit quirky, and has a serious job with a good salary. We have a great time together and generally get along very well. The only thing is her choice in home decor is bizarre, to put it frankly, and not something you think a normal grown adult will be into. Her apartment is definitely a reflection of herself and her interests, but not in the best way. My girlfriend has a wall dedicated to animation in one room of her apartment, with Futurama pieces and etchings of some weird triangle bar. Then there's a wall of framed, preserved insects in another room, but not insects like butterflies or moths. Instead, she displays tarantulas, beetles, and large stick insects. Her bathroom has a subtle theme of the ocean, pretty common, but instead of starfish or shells, she has a little anglerfish nightlight, a small vampiric squid painting, and then a framed diagram of what is apparently a goblin shark right by the toilet. I would say a majority of her home decor and furnishings are okay. The apartment itself is very modern and sleek. It's just the random decor and juvenile-ish themes like cartoons, insects, and bizarre ocean creatures. It is off-putting. This is where I might be the a-hole. I avoid bringing people over to her place, especially people from my job, because of how juvenile it looks. Everyone's impressed when they see the high-rise, but that quickly fades once you enter. The one time I brought a work colleague over, they ended up telling me that they found her insect wall terrifying. I work in finance, and appearances and first impressions are important. My office will hold casual gatherings where we get together for a few drinks, good food, and rotate hosts. And this time it's my turn. The problem is, my place is under some construction and not an ideal place to be right now, so I've been staying with my girlfriend. My girlfriend suggested that we host my colleagues here since she has a space and thinks it will be fun. I told her that plan on skipping my rotation and seeing if the next person will be okay with hosting early. She kept pressing on why I didn't want them over here, so I finally said it's because her home decor is strange and not something a grown woman would have. Also that her insect wall horrified the one colleague that did come over. My girlfriend got mad and said at the end of the day, it's not my space and these things bring her joy. She also said that she is indeed an adult woman, which is exactly why her apartment is decorated in such a manner. I love my girlfriend, I do, and it's okay to have different interests, but does an adult really need to decorate with them besides a few things here and there? I mean, my own mother asked if my girlfriend was autistic after she saw the entire apartment for the first time. So Reddit, AITA for telling my girlfriend her home decor is the reason I won't host a work gathering at her place. Well, OP. Let's see. AITA for telling my girlfriend her home decor is the reason I won't host a work gathering at her place. See, I don't think OP is the a-hole for that. I do think he is a bit judgmental and obviously thinks what people's opinion over how he values his girlfriend. So he's probably an a-hole for that. But I know if I found something quite embarrassing in my boyfriend's house or whatever, I wouldn't bring people there. That's my prerogative. I'm sorry, I don't have to. But the community thinks he's an a-hole. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment and tell me what you guys think. But let's look at some of the comments from the community. So. One Redditor commented on OP's thing that said, I think her home decor is childish. What age children usually have preserved tarantulas and vampire squids at home as decor? The editor said, obviously the question was rhetorical. It's fine if you think her apartment's ambience is appropriate for a work event, but you are the a-hole for dating someone you don't actually like and then expect them to dull who they are so your co-workers don't get the vapors. Yeah, I know you say you like her. I'm sure you like her appearance and money and her high-status building, but you certainly have nothing but disdain for her personality and interests. She doesn't have to be beige to satisfy your weird obsession with appearing adult. And I mean, and that's just it, isn't it? It's the fact that OP doesn't have to like her apartment. It's not his apartment. However, the way he does speak, he just kind of like belittles her a little bit. He thinks she's a bit, juvenile and stuff. But also, yeah, he doesn't have to host stuff. So another commenter said, you are the a-hole, so you don't like her interest. You don't have to be judgmental about it. Your one and only experience bringing someone over they were terrified of the insect display. So this one person and your own disdain has convinced you that everyone will be terrified. You don't need to bring your work colleagues. Oh, you don't need to bring your work colleagues over. But if you do, look yourself down on your girlfriend because of her interest and how she chooses to decorate. Maybe you shouldn't be with her. Someone said, you're the a-hole, your girlfriend sounds cool. So yeah, I guess a lot of the comments say he's the a-hole, and I kind of get it. I kind of get why, because OP's tone is a bit judgmental. It's not the best way to speak about someone you think you want to be, you spend your life with or whatever, or is your partner. So yeah. Right, story 2. AITA for not giving my girlfriend, 25 female, my dinner after I had already bought her dinner. My girlfriend, 25 female, and I, 29 male, live in New York City. And there's a popular app where you buy leftover restaurant food. Restaurants are advertised as surprise bags at a reduced price in order to reduce the food waste. The customer doesn't know what they're getting until they pick up the food, but the cost is at least 3 times lower than the normal menu price. For example, if an entree is $24, the restaurant is allowed to charge $8 at the most for it. These are hit or miss, and sometimes you might get exactly what you want at a greatly reduced price, but sometimes you get something that you otherwise wouldn't have picked from the menu. I ordered a surprise bag from a barbecue place that I was picking up on the way home yesterday. I texted my girlfriend asking if she wanted one, but she said no, she wasn't in the mood for barbecue. However, there was an Indian restaurant right next door that also had one of the surprise bags available on the app, so she ordered one of them. The barbecue was $12 and the Indian food was $10. When I got home, I unpacked the meals to see what we got. I was psyched about my bag. Since I paid $12, I knew the value that had to be at least $36. But honestly, the platter looked a lot more expensive. This was a hit. Keep in mind that we live in the West Village, which is the most expensive neighborhood, the most expensive city in the USA. So $36 for one meal is pretty typical. There were burnt ends, ribs, pulled pork, baked beans, potato salad, bread and onions and pickles. My girlfriend, however, was less lucky. Her surprise bag only had 6 different types of soup. Half of them had been variations of cauliflower soup. She was disappointed to say the least. She asked if we could share my barbecue, and I said no. I'm hungry. I offered to buy you some already, and you said no. So I'm going to devour it. She got mad and called me the a-hole. I told her she didn't want to. She should have ordered something specifically instead of using the surprise bag app. I told her that just order something off a delivery food app. She said she didn't want to spend the money. Another bit of context is that I make more money than her and pay all our rent. I know she's running a bit lean on the financial picture right now. I tell her that if she doesn't want to pay for a delivery, I'll walk to the bodega on our street and can buy her something there. Another bit of context is that we live on a floor walk-up with no elevator, and she broke her leg in a car accident a month ago, so it can be tough for her to get around. She said the grill is probably off there, and all she wants is a hot meal. I tell her she has soup. Anyway, she thinks I'm the a-hole, but in my defense, 1, I offered to buy her barbecue to begin with, which she declined. 2, she picked out her own food, and I grabbed it for her on my way home. And 3, when she wasn't satisfied, I suggested 2 solutions, either ordering something from an app or going to bodega. So Reddit, AITA. Where are we getting these boyfriend of the years today? Boyfriends of the year, sorry. Yes. OP, you are the a-hole. I mean, he says it himself that you pay, but it's a third of the price of the normal price in exchange for a surprise. And it could be a bad surprise, it could be a good surprise. In his case, it was a good surprise. In her case, it was a terrible surprise. But I guess the other thing is you probably get more food than normal in some of those. And also, you need to be prepared to share. I mean, if he had, I don't know, he ordered barbecue. So say he had, he didn't have any of the burnt ends, any of the stuff, and all he had was like a salad in there. And then she ended up with, naan bread and like really nice stews and stuff in there. He probably would want to share her food, wouldn't he? So yeah, I think Opie's the a-hole. And poor girl, I mean, she broke her leg, and they don't have a lift. Lives on the 4th floor, and they don't have a lift, and she's got a broken leg. So she can't even do anything about her own food situation. It's ridiculous. So yes, I think this guy is the a-hole. Let me know what you think in the comments, but let's see what the community thinks. So, community said he's the a-hole, but let's see some of the comments. So, one Reddit said, you're the a-hole, come on man, you both did the surprise bags. Hers didn't work out. You know she can't afford to order something else, but didn't offer to help pay. You offered her a crappy bodega food instead. You could have at least split the barbecue and ordered something else to share and split the price. If the situations were reversed and you'd got a bunch of crap soup while she had a feast, would you really sit there, hungry, waiting for some crappy alternative while she chomped down? You're going to get lots of NTAs that just have no concept of being nice and making small sacrifices for your partner. You and them seem like the times who, if their meal companion gets the wrong meal at a restaurant and has to wait half an hour for a new one, they'll sit there and eat and not even offer a fry. And then the commenter edited to add, FFS, guys, I live in NYC. I've lived in NYC for a decade. I know bodegas are good food. The grill was closed. Her options would have been maybe a deli sandwich if they were still making them, but it could very well have been just like chips and cookies. She wanted a real dinner. Yeah, I agree with the commenter. That's your partner, come on. She's not very, she's not doing well. And yeah. Another comment says, so you had plenty of food, could have shared it and had a good time and gone to bed happy and in love. Instead, you're sitting here asking strangers on Reddit if you're an a-hole. You're the a-hole. Yeah, that's just, yeah. I mean, that's so true. Okay, another Reddit said, okay, you're the a-hole. Hear me out. Based on the principle, you're technically in the right. You both gambled. She happened to lose. However, you're in presumably a loving relationship with this woman. She politely declined and took you to her own route to eat. It's not like she expected you to go out of your way to go to a different place. When she hit zilch on the bag and you hit gold, that's prime time to pull the meals and divide them up to help her get some good food. She can't function at full capacity with a broken leg and didn't demand your food either. Your response, forgive me if I editorialize, but to me you seem like a snarling animal, wrapping your arms around your food and baring your teeth. Tough luck. It's not an appropriate response in a relationship. If you were friends, I'm with you, but she has a broken leg. She asked nicely, and she got totally screwed. And you have in excess. You're an absolute a-hole for refusing to show. It's just not cool. So I hope you didn't have any actual comments about a look. They haven't commented, but to be honest, unequivocally, they're the a-hole. So yeah, that ends today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think of the stories, the sound of how it sounds, because I'm doing it in my little AirPods and I'm not sure how the sound comes out to you guys. But yeah, thank you for being here. See you next time.